Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Today in this short video, I would love to share with you some insights and 5 tips that had helped me maintain my creativity and to stay away from burnouts during the hardest times of my career and to maintain a very intentional learning curve when learning animation and everything related to that. In the beginnings of a creative career like animation or visual development, we as artists and creators, we have a lot of ideas for movies, for characters, for environments and worlds that we want to build to make our ideas come to life. And we're so overwhelmed by the amount of skills we need to learn and the amount of ideas we need to develop and fail and restart again in order to create something that resonates with our audience and with the world. And in line with that, we always have to improve our skills in order to create something that is stunning visually. In this video, I will make your creative and animation journey much purposeful. And by following these 5 tips, I have gained clarity over my creative purpose and my creative path. And it helped me develop ideas without having to cancel again and over again. And these 5 tips made my learning curves very intentional. Instead of learning a skill just because I want to learn a skill, now I learn skills that will add something to my path that will fulfill a mission that I'm trying to do with my career. So, tip number 1 is to always have a sketchbook with you. A good creator and a good artist always have a sketchbook with them, whether you're at work, at a train, or at just an event. We always, as creators, have ideas spinning over and over again in our heads. And if we don't record them, this might be an idea that will change our career path. So you will need to always have a sketchbook with you to either draw the idea if you have the skill, or if you don't have the skill yet, at least write it down. At least if you have an idea about a short film or a character or a novel, let's say, you need to at least write the idea down. Someday you might come back to that idea and be like, wow, this is a good idea, I need to start on it. Having these ideas will, having the sketchbook or a notebook that you have all your ideas on will clear the brain fog that is always in your head, will help you gain more clarity about all the ideas that you've had for a very long time, but you did not put it down. But now when you have a sketchbook, you're putting things down. So if you want to gain clarity, have a sketchbook with you. And don't be one of the people that says, well, if a good idea comes, it comes and it hits. Don't be like that. The most absurd idea might be the best idea you have. You need to record it and put it down on paper. Tip number 2 is to create a graphic novel. Yes, you heard me. Create a graphic novel. Well, this is not for everyone. It's mainly for people who likes to tell stories but do not have the enough skills to create for example, a short film for their story. So creating a graphic novel can be very beneficial to put at least the story down and develop a visual style for the story. When you create, for example, a graphic novel, this can help you know and discover your storytelling style. Because while creating a graphic novel, you'll paint backgrounds, you'll design characters, you will create conversations between two people, and sometimes you'll have to draw dynamic poses. So after you're done, you will have gained a lot of knowledge. And someday when you go back to this idea or this novel that you created and you want to make an animated film, you already have a visual library for this film. If you are stuck in a place where you cannot yet create an animated film, go ahead and create a novel. Try it for once and you'll thank me. Tip number 3 is to think bigger. Think about the bigger picture. Yes, you heard me. There is a book by Simpson Sek called The Infinite Game. The thing that this book teaches you is to always have a bigger mission that you are seeking from what you're doing. So when you decide you want to pursue animation or motion design or any creative field, think about what is the long-term goal of why am I pursuing this in the very beginning. So I'm going to give you a very beautiful example. Of course, we all know Hayao Miyazaki from Studio Ghibli. The way this man thinks about his work, he doesn't want to animate. He doesn't want to just create stories. His bigger purpose is to tell stories and express the Japanese culture in the most contemporary way. This has driven him to create amazing work and to keep on creating and creating better works without having a burnout. This man creates because he's driven by a greater purpose. So you need to think, what are the ideas that you are deeply driven by? It could be your country, it could be you want to create a new animation medium, or you want to be the first man or woman who created an animation style for their country that has never done before. So always think about the bigger mission. Tip number 4 is to steal like an artist. This tip, of course, is based off a book called Steal as an Artist, but also not that. It's also based on real life experience. Without reading this book, I have reached to the conclusion that I need to take from creators in order to create something amazing. Basically, this tip is for the artists who are starting out and they're so ambitious and they have amazing projects and ideas. But when they start and when they reach to a point where they're 50% done with their project, they have no preference to go back to. So they start having the burnout and they don't complete what they're doing, they leave it aside. If you're starting out and you still have no preferences, recreate creators' work. Because at the end of the day, you are recreating something, but somehow you're putting your own touch to it. So it becomes yours. You're not stealing the work, but you're improvising the work in your own way. And if you do this for a very long period of time, you'll find yourself building your own visual library in your head, that you will be able to start developing original work. The 5th and final tip is actually my favorite. You need to go back to the source of all your talents and all your gifts and ask him and pray to guide you through your creative path and through your career. Because we all know at some point, whatever gifts and blessings we have, we did not make it. Allah has created us and gifted us these amazing talents so we can do something with it and change the world. So while working on yourself and on those skills and recording your ideas, ask Allah to give you the strength to leave a mark in this world. And by asking Him truthfully, you will leave a mark in this world and Allah will give you what you want. Because at the end of the day, whatever we had, whatever I had and whatever you had, we were not the ones who came up with it. The talents and the gifts we have are in us. They're created with us. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you liked the video. Please subscribe, leave a comment. It will really help me to create more beautiful content for you guys.